Good afternoon, dear students. Today our topic is codominance and multiple allelism or multiple allele. Okay, let us begin. In the last class, you may remember that I have already taught you that in allele, out of two, one is dominant, another one is recessive. Okay, and dominant gene will express its character, however, the recessive will not express. But in codominance means in some cases, okay, in a allele, both allele will express the traits or the character, that is called what? Codominance. Codominance means both allele express the traits is called codominance, right? For example, I am giving ABO blood group of the human being. Okay, ABO group is a traits, is a characteristics, okay, which is being controlled by three alleles. You can see here three alleles, IA, IB and IO. There are three alleles. Okay, IA and IB, they are dominant. They are what? Dominant. However, IO is recessive. IO is what? Recessive. That means recessive gene will never express the character. However, the dominant gene will express the character. Okay, here we will see, you just have a look. Suppose a person is having antigen A, so the blood group will be A. If a person is having the blood group B, then the antigen B, then the blood group is also said to be B. If a antigen is AB, then the blood group is AB. If there is no antigen, okay, then the blood group is called O. Then the question will arise, what do you mean by antigen? Antigen means it is a protein. It is a what? Protein which is found in the membrane of RBC. It is found in the membrane of RBC. That is called antigen. Suppose a person is having antigen A, then the blood group is also said to be A. If antigen B, then blood group B. If AB, then blood group is AB. If no antigen is there, then the blood group is said to AB. But there is an interesting thing that if a person is having having a antigen A, then corresponding antibody must be beta. Okay, same antigen antibody never present together. If present, then agglutination takes place. That means reaction will take place, as a result of which the hemoglobin, okay, will release from the outside. Suppose this is the RBC, okay, and this is hemoglobin. RBC does not have nucleus. Instead of nucleus, hemoglobin is there. If same antigen, same antibody will be there, then what will happen? Hemolysis will happen. That means hemoglobin will come out from the RBC and it does not transport what? The oxygen, as a result of which the person will die. So, for that reason, same antigen antibody never present in a blood. Suppose the blood antigen is B, then the antibody must be alpha. And if antigen both AB are there, then no antibody present, right? If no antigen is there, कुछ भी antigen नहीं है, then the antibody must be alpha and beta. So these are the characteristics. Okay, let us see. If a person is having the blood group A, then what will be the genetic constituent? The genetic constituent may be, there are two possibilities. I am telling you, there are two possibilities. One is your homozygous, another one is your heterozygous. Homozygous, another one is your heterozygous, right? I am writing in short form, right? Suppose a person is having the blood group A, then the genetic constituent homozygous constituent may be IA or IA, right? Or in heterozygous, what will be the heterozygous? IAIO, right? Similarly, okay, if a person is having the blood group B, that means there are two possibilities. One is homo, another one is hetero. If blood group is B, then homozygous condition is IB, then IB, or heterozygous condition IBIO. There are two possibilities. If a person is having the blood group B, then the genetic constituent may be IBIB, may be IBIO. Are you getting my point? Similarly, if a person is having the blood group AB, then there is no such kind of possibilities. Only IA and IBs are present only. Okay, only heterozygous, no homozygous, right? It is heterozygous. And here also, if a person is having the blood group O, then there will be IO. There is no such other possibilities. This is the homozygous. Okay, and I have already taught you that IA, IB, these are dominant. IO is only recessive. So now you see, if I will tell you a person is having the blood group A, then what will be the genetic constituent? That may be IA, right? So here you see, A is dominant because here we have already seen that IA, IB both are dominant. So here IA, that means both are dominated. Are you getting my point? So the blood group is A. If a person is having the blood group AB, then what will be the genetic constituent? IA and IB. That means this A is dominant, B is also dominant. Here you see, I have already taught you, na, both A and B are dominant. Only O is recessive. So here IA and IB, that means IA is dominant, IB is also dominant. Both of these will contribute the characteristics so that the blood group is AB. Suppose B is recessive, suppose I am telling you, then what will be the genotype? A only, because here na both A and B are dominant, so that the blood group is AB. It is called codominance. That means 50-50. The dominant will express the 50% trait and this dominant will contribute 50% of the trait. So that it is called AB, which is called codominance. This is about your codominance. Okay. In the next, we will move towards multiple allelism. Same example I am telling you, multiple allele. Okay. Multiple allele. Multiple allele means what? In so many classes before, I am telling you one example. I have already given in last classes also, capital T and small t. What is this? This is an allele. This is an allele, right? And this allele has dominant position and recessive position, right? The dominant will express the character, however the recessive will not express the character. So what will be the character? The character will be the tall. And what kind of tall? That is heterozygous tall. Are you getting my point? Why this is heterozygous? Because dominant and recessive are two different, right? If it will be same, then it is called homozygous. So now my point is, in a allele, dominant is there, recessive is there. Dominant will express the character, recessive will not express the character. Okay, this is a simple understanding that we have already come across. But my concern is multiple allele. Multiple allele means what? Here you see, only allele express one character. Multiple allele means what? Multiple allele means two or more than allele express many phenotypes or characters. That means here we have seen one or two, right? But here more than two alleles express the characters. More than two alleles express the genotypes. Let us have a look in different page. You see, what are the alleles? IA, IB, IO. These are the three alleles. Are you getting my point? And out of three alleles, these two are dominant and this one is your only recessive. Okay. Now, I am telling you, suppose a person is having the blood group A, then the genetic constituent will be IA or IA, IO. Are you getting my point? Similarly, the blood group is B, then IB or IB, IO. This is homozygous, this is heterozygous. Similarly, the blood group is AB, then only one possibility is IA and IB. Similarly, blood group O is there, then one possibility IO and IO. Now you see very carefully, okay, these blood group A, this blood group A have two possibilities. Are you getting my point? One is homozygous, one is your heterozygous. Here you can see that IA, three alleles, IA, IB, IO controls how many characters? A is a character, B is a character, AB is a character, O is also a character. That means these three alleles, okay, controls how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 characters. Okay, 3 alleles control 4 character. Here you see 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this 4 character is called phenotype. This is called what? Phenotype. If you will go for the genotype, similarly the same 3 allele, these 3 alleles, 1, 2, 3 alleles will control how many genotypes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 characters, which is called the genotype. Right? So 3 alleles controls, right, 4 phenotypics and 3 alleles control the same genotypics. Okay, let us explore more and more. Suppose a father is having the genetic constituent A, or you can say the person having the blood group A that crosses with having the person blood group B. Then what will be the genetic makeup? The genetic makeup, if you will go for the homozygous makeup, okay, then the person is having the IA. Similarly, IB, they will go what? Gamete formation. It means IB. Then similarly IB, similarly IA, according to the Punnett square. Okay, this is IA, IB. That means you see here IA, IB, IB. So what will be in F1 generation? So what will be the ratio? 100% you will get A and B blood group. Suppose homozygous blood group A parent or father, this is the male, okay, this is male, this is female. Homozygous blood group A father that crosses with the homozygous, okay, blood group B mother, then in F1 generation all offsprings are A and B blood group. Okay, you will not get only A or B, you will get A and B, a big characteristics, right? Similarly, if you will go for another example, that heterozygous में होगा क्या ना, this is IA, IO, IB, IO. In case of heterozygous, you take, suppose this is heterozygous. Suppose this is heterozygous. That means this is IA, IO crosses with IB, IO, right? Then you try to, okay, get the gametes. That is means IA, IO, IB, IO. Then you do the Punnett square and tell to me. Okay. Thank you.